Hello, world. Welcome to our show, JW Raw with M&M, coming to you live from the world-famous JacksonWink MMA Academy in Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. Yes, we are in USA, Albuquerque. This is Mark, and I'd like to give a shout-out to our awesome partners that help us keep the show on the air and keep bringing you some interesting guests from different walks of life. Our fighters and athletes are constantly on the lookout for products that will provide a legal performance edge. Legal performance edge, yes. A couple years back, we came across a nutraceutical company that has an incredible technology. Since then, many of the fighters who train at JacksonWink MMA Academy have been using their products with astounding success. Unlike most sports performance companies, this company began selling their products through doctors. Their unique technologies help the body heal and maintain exceptional health. For this reason, their products are recommended by doctors worldwide. Yes, worldwide. So how does this translate to sports performance? The truth is, you will never be stronger than you are healthy. How many times have we heard of star athletes who miss a big competition because they're out sick? The same technology that is used to boost the immune system and to detoxify, nourish, and rejuvenate the body is the same technology that boosts strength, endurance, and even cuts unwanted body fat, because we don't want to get fat. We are pumped to finally let you know about our best-kept secret here at JacksonWink MMA Academy. The company is called RNA Sport. You can find them online at rnasport.com. Again, rnasport.com. Look them up. RNA Sport creates incredible sports performance formulas for elite athletes. Our fighters use and love these products. One of the most important things to know about RNA Sport formulas is their ease of use. It's very easy to use, yes. No more messy powders or hard-to-swallow pills. RNA Sport formulas are delivered directly into the body in a simple-to-take, great-tasting sprays. With high absorption, RNA Sport formulas can be taken immediately before a workout or competition with no lag time. RNA Sport formulas support increased strength and endurance, reduced joint and muscle fatigue, improved recovery, a healthy immune system, optimized metabolism, and a whole lot more. RNA Sport provides benefits and technology unlike any performance products you have ever experienced. I highly recommend you to check out rnasport.com and use their products. They will take your performance to the next level. In our next podcast, we will review the amazing benefits of their specific formulas. JW Raw is happy to also have Fireteam Fit as a longtime sponsor. They are a veteran-owned fitness company that is now partnered with the greatest gym in the world, JacksonWink MMA Academy. Fireteam Fit is giving a special offer of 15% off. That is right, 15% off all their products, all of them. Go check it out, all their products. All you have to do is enter a code. The secret code is JWRAW015. Again, JWRAW, just like the show, 015. Enter that secret code. You're going to get 15% off everything you buy. Make sure you do that at checkout, and then you'll get that discount. We love having Fireteam Fit as a sponsor since they are family and veteran-owned. That is so cool. We love our veterans. We love our family. Both in one big, happy group. We're happy to have them. It's available on both fireteamfit.com and on amazon.com. Everyone knows how to find Amazon. If you're on Amazon, you're legit. You can go find them on Amazon or check out their website, fireteamfit.com. But don't forget to enter that coupon code. Remember, use JWRAW015.
You're listening to JW Raw with M&M.
We are live.
Welcome to the show, Coach Chad Smith.
And the
And
most
our
frequent visitor
Stand
just
by.
comes
Breezy's
along.
back.
Breezy.
Some shirtless bum from the street always walks in.
So, Breezy, back from a fight over there in Mississippi.
Yeah, we're out there in Mississippi. My first headline. I lost a split decision.
What happened, man? Tell us in your words what happened.
Yeah.
Before
I'll
do
tell
that,
you what
pull
happened.
the mic a little further.
So Misha blames it on me not grappling enough.
It never comes to grappling
I got
places.
too excited. I dropped the guy with the first 3 punches and got too excited and dove in to ground and
Triangle.
pound and got caught in a triangle.
He did get caught in
Armbar.
a triangle.
What do you teach this guy? What the hell?
But that's
Good time a
nothing to
wrestling
do.
coach.
That was just
Yeah.
getting too excited, and I did a bad entrance and got caught in there, hyperextending my elbow. He thought he broke it. Everybody thought my arm was broken, and I got out of it because tapping was not an option.
So that entire first round was trying to get out of that thing, and it
Yeah.
fucked
Can
up
we
your
play
arm.
that clip? It's on. We can pull it up.
Is it on our
It's on
Instagram?
It's on
Instagram.
there. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, let's
It's pretty
pull it.
quick. Pull it out because
Who's where's
my
that?
heart dropped when
Go
I
to
saw it.
V3.
Yeah.
On what's it called?
Chad, you saw it?
V3
I saw it.
fights.
Yeah.
But you know that's the other thing is that what kind of heart did Breezy show after
Oh
that?
man, they said it was the best fight in history of that organization.
Best
they've
fight in the
seen.
history.
And
of the
you went.
organization.
It was your second, third pro fight.
Third pro fight.
And you went against the guy with how many fights?
Yeah, like 30 fights.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
At least 27,
Yeah.
something like that, because he was
How tired were you?
And a
at-
skateboard
16,
promotion.
7
That's on
and 2.
Instagram. You gotta go on their Instagram.
Yeah, Breezy, everybody on Twitter and all that were saying that they wanted you two in the UFC to give you both 50 Gs.
That's what we
That
should've
fight would have
did.
been
It should have been, because that was a hell of a fight. It's like, it was crazy because everybody, like, after the fight was like coming up, was like, that's the greatest fight I've ever seen in person. Like,
You know what UFC should do when they see fights like that, something like happen, really like buy rights to that fight and like offer money for it and sign those guys, man. That's it's like looking for the fight. Hey, you found it, man, and you didn't have to do nothing to just buy it.
I don't know where the video's posted.
what is that there?
Up,
Look at this-
go
look at
up.
that
Take
picture.
the video down?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was there.
They must have took it down because there's no fight videos.
There's a video right there to the right.
But yeah, that's not.
Yeah, that's grappling. There's some.
That's the 35. You paid $35 to fight
Yeah,
on
these-
that fight night card.
Yeah, these are all just pictures.
Oh. It was on there.
Yeah, they must have took it down.
Oh, you know who posted
Flow Wrestling posted.
Flow Combat.
Flow
Yeah, Flow Combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try Flow Combat.
I'm about to say, I got it.
Well, that won't do us no good. Okay,
Go
Flow.
down a little
He's
bit.
got the video, but not a shirt.
No, go down.
Oh shit! I
They
think it
post
was
a
on
lot
my
of
other
stuff.
phone.
That's like the 18th phone you've had. In
Oh,
the
right
last
here,
month,
right here.
Breezy.
That's
I
cool.
know,
That's Breezy
and
right there.
I just
Right
fucked
there,
up my
right
iPhone.
Right there.
I dropped it in the tub.
Watch this. So it
there it
happened
goes.
literally right in the beginning of the fight.
Boom,
Boom, boom, boom. Oh,
Dropped it.
he's down.
Oh. Then he got you,
And he jumped into that
and
quick.
he just
Yeah.
held that.
And then he closed that, and that's when I was like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I was
man.
like, son of a bitch. Was that it?
No.
No, I messed up. I want to see this takedown again. Let's see what happened here.
There's no
Yep.
takedown, bro.
You fall down.
How many guys would have tapped? How many guys would have tapped here?
Look at that. Look at Breezy, man.
I mean,
Damn.
how many?
He's not a quitter.
Never. That's not an option.
Look at that arm.
Oh,
Look at that arm.
damn.
I'm just
Twisting. Look at
surprised.
you rolling with it. Look at Breezy.
How tight could? Oh my God.
Yeah, I thought it was over when I saw the flow. Like the
No,
first one, I was like, no
I
way.
knew I was getting out of that.
Well, because
Oh.
people when
There's
they
never a
tag,
doubt.
Look at
this
that.
is where I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that's it, man. Right there. This is when. This is
You got to kick in
this
there.
is this is where I was like, that's it. That's over. That's over. And then when you start bucking like that,
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
damn. Look at
Look
Breezy.
at that thing.
you start
Fart
stepping.
on him.
I'm out here.
Oh,
though.
he's doing some
That's
north-south.
out here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Breezy, man. If there's
So
a
I fought the whole fight with one arm after that, because like after I got out, I was just moving. I was still rocking him every time. I just couldn't follow up with the left. It was dead. I was still throwing it.
Chad, what do you do in that situation? Just stay composed, right? Even if you're
I-
diving in, just it's reminded almost like that Verdun versus Fedor, right?
Never break in your head, because that's when it starts. If you break in your mind, then you're gonna break. I always knew I was gonna get out of it from the very time that he put it in there.
So now we've transitioned into. That's why Breezy is now attending Coach Chad's wrestling classes.
See,
this
that
is-
was
this
definitely
is-
not the wrestling, because I
It's
was
nothing
the
to
better
do with
grappler
wrestling.
the whole rest of the fight. I shut everything down. Like,
Breezy-
even with
Breezy
one
for
arm, I was still
probably-
getting takedowns.
The last 6 months, Breezy's been coming with
and everything and the
CR.
things we were working on were working like my elbows from the clinch. Like I couldn't throw my left one, but I was landing the right one.
Yeah, at that point, your arm was just pretty much dead.
Yeah,
I mean,
my arm was
you
like
couldn't punch.
I was just like shit. I was like, and then I gassed out, so it was like
yeah, you both did.
Yeah, so I was like, all right.
It wasn't just you.
Throwing hooks, just throwing jabs and hooks, and then like every now and then I think I threw a Superman with it.
It was like watching the Derek Lewis fight.
Yeah, I was like, shit. And I didn't only have one arm. If I would have had another arm, I would have ended it.
I think you should rematch him
Oh, we're talking about it. It's in the works.
since it was such a close fight.
So, Coach Chad,
Definitely in the works.
how long have you been part of the team now?
A little over 4 years.
So since just before we got here to this gym.
Yeah, I met him at the old gym. I remember that.
Yeah.
And how did that come to be? What was the background that brought you to JacksonWink?
I moved here about 5 years ago, and met Diego Sanchez, and he invited me, and started working with him, and it's been great ever since.
Yeah,
Sure.
So
He's a big advocate of your skills, man.
I mean,
He's a great coach.
He has a focus like nobody else.
He does. Yeah,
And there's only one Diego Sanchez, and no one can refute that.
Yep.
And he's believed in me since day one, and he's supported me since day one, and there's better things to come. There's a lot of times a lot of people counted Diego out. Then they came to me because they know how close I am to him and
try to
says,
tell
"Man,
you to tell
you
him
got
to
to talk
quit.
to him
Yeah.
to retire." And I'm like, there's no way. Diego can beat anybody. And people are like, you're crazy. And I'm like, Diego's wrestling. If we as a team, and that is it as a team, can get Diego Sanchez to believe in D and in his back into his wrestling and grappling, he's unstoppable.
That's what I've been talking to him like since like forever. I'm like,
Yeah.
Diego,
And
get back to
He
your
fell in
roots,
love
man.
with brawling.
Yeah, you don't need that.
everybody saw it in that last fight.
Yeah, 100%.
Everybody saw it. And I'm going to tell you right now,
That's him.
I had people text message me, people call me and tell me you were right. Like, man, I didn't believe you when you're telling me that, but man, no one could stop that grappling.
The kiss of death at the weigh-ins.
I was glad he did that.
He kissed something else later that
Yeah.
fight. Kiss a man in his freaking on his head like that. You
Got him
better
a
kiss
good
his
little
ass.
teabag.
That guy, I'll tell you what though.
They had to be
kid-
like
that kid
one of those things that even like like you do something and later like what the fuck did I do that? I'm sure they will haunt him for the rest of his life. Like why did I kiss the guy in the nose?
I
Man?
guess that's something to be proud of. He's like, Diego's nuts on my forehead.
But I will say that kid was super respectful.
I'm sure.
Outside of that, I mean, post fight, he came up to Diego and was
Of
just
course.
like, he's like, I gotta thank you so much. Fighting a legend.
Hell yeah. I'd be too, man.
And so
You got to kiss a legend.
You got to kiss a legend
only his nose and
couple times.
So what's your
Chad, you have a very successful.
what's your UFC what's your
You have
UFC
very
record right now?
successful win.
And that's just
record.
UFC. What is it?
I don't know.
It's like 4-0.
This year.
I have you
Just
marked down
this
as
year.
4-0.
Yeah.
Just this year.
Yeah.
I've been
Nick's been
compiling.
doing some research. Yeah.
I've been compiling Chad stats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's just statistician. Also.
So
I really look at what the team means, and Coach Greg and Coach Wink are Yodas,
of course,
and so
it's kind of hard to top those guys. Yeah.
Wins to me are for the fighters, and losses are for us coaches.
Yeah.
And that's one of Greg's statements that he
100%,
always makes, and that's how I try to live as well as a coach here. It's easy to celebrate successes. It's really hard if you're doing it the right way to when you have that loss to come back and go back to the drawing board and fix it. And trust me, we've had our share of L's. I've taken my share of L's too, and it's like, and that was the hardest part when I transitioned over to my main job now, my strength and conditioning coach job for the Air Force Pararescue, was not having the time that I felt like I needed with the guys that I did have prior. And so I made a commitment because I felt like the guys that I worked with, I wasn't able to give enough to, and that cost us some else. And so I promised myself, any guy that I'm working with, that every single day, and Breezy can attest to it, because every single day for 6 months prior to this fight at 2:45, 15 minutes after I get off work, I'm here at the gym for those guys.
Yeah.
I changed my my mid schedule with Wink, because we used to hit at 2:30, so I adjusted to 2 o'clock so that as soon as I finished with hitting mitts, I just roll right into wrestling.
That says a lot.
Yeah, and so
let's talk about that a little bit. Being a coach for the past 4 or 5 years, and then all of a sudden you had a job offer that you couldn't refuse. I mean, obviously,
No, he abandoned us. No,
it doesn't pay. The coaching doesn't pay. I mean, ultimately, Coach Wink will say, you know, you got to take family first.
Get that money.
And obviously, an opportunity came. And
you know, I'll say though, it's not about the money, for me.
The legacy.
It's as we're both veterans.
Yeah.
You know, Misha and I, you as a former police officer, it's about serving. You know, and my talents aren't just coaching wrestling.
It's Breezy just making himself at home, getting
my bag.
Shout out to Body Armor. Keep sending us more body armor.
We love it.
But for me, after getting out of the Marine Corps, and I always said my dream job would be to work for the military, but not be in it, because we know the bullshit that goes on and the crap that you got to deal with. And so I've had an opportunity, actually, since I moved here. I've been working with those guys off and on, and they had an opportunity that came up for a contract position as an entire staff. It's a pretty cool staff that we have over there. And they said, "Hey, Chad, we really want you to apply for this position. We want you to be here." And I'm like, God, how am I going to do that? You know, because I'm here full time, pretty much. You know, as grinding away.
Hard decision.
But literally, for the last 20 years ago, if you asked me what my dream job was, that's what it was going to be. And so for me to be able to give back to those guys, I jumped on it.
That's awesome.
You know, and so, but that was where I found out, though, real quick, though, even though that I'm not here full time, I think I'm actually here more now than I was when I was the head wrestling coach.
So can you talk about what you do, or is it like a secret?
Oh, heck no.
Secret squirrel thing?
No, not at all. So I have the Air Force Pararescue. They're in the school.
Which they're located here in Albuquerque. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. Their school is located here at Kirtland Air Force Base. The pararescue guys are all attached to every unit you could imagine. They're medics, but they have to go through SEER school. They have to go through.
They're the best of the best.
Yeah. So they're an awesome group of guys. And so what I get to do with those guys, we do our strength and conditioning program. I have another strength coach that I work with as well. We do all the programming for them. We program a heck of a lot differently than what most people are ever going to see, because the one thing that pararescue they're known for is jack of all trades. And so we have to be ready for everything. And so our focus and our training it changes weekly for those guys. And then a couple times a week I get to do a combat conditioning class, is what we call it. Just helping. A lot of those guys haven't ever even been in a fight.
What a cool job.
So, and then I always tell people I don't have a job. To me, a job is just over broke.
You like it too much.
What you doing?
Seriously, you don't have to make money. It isn't about money. Job is just over broke, and being broke doesn't mean financially. It means spiritually too. Yeah. So for me, God, my life is phenomenal. You know, and not only, everywhere.
So you got your daughter is in. She's out doing some.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, huh?
That's pretty badass. She's a little badass. Tell us about that.
So I got a 13-year-old daughter who is in the Utah Royals Developmental Academy, and the academy is actually based out in Phoenix. So she lives there full time.
That's for
soccer.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, 85% of the women's national team is coming out of the DAs, the developmental academies. And her dream, since I can remember her being 5 years old, crawling up in daddy's lap saying, "I want to play for she called it the United States of America." It was pretty funny.
United.
Watching the Olympics, that was always been her goal. And talk about a tough decision as a parent.
Yeah, because she's literally not living with you.
No.
She's out living in Utah.
Yeah, she has
away from you guys.
She has a host family that she stays with full time. Which is, for us, the environment that she's in with her host family couldn't have been a better fit. Like, just a blessing, really.
Yeah.
And so every weekend that every single weekend. I'm pretty much traveling out to Phoenix just to see her.
No wonder you have so many miles on your new truck.
I actually got a new truck.
Oh, did you already get a
I
new
did.
one?
I already got a new one. So
You reset that odometer
I
recently.
reset the odometer.
Did you get another Toyota at
I
least?
did. And I upgraded
Those
too.
are nice trucks, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'm super proud of her. You know, she has a work ethic, and I always tell people, even if it wasn't for soccer, that girl's gonna be pretty special. You know, and Mr. Winklejohn said it many times. He's been around her a lot. Says if she doesn't make it to the Olympics or set the world on fire in soccer, she'll set the world on fire another way.
Yeah, she's gonna make storms.
Yeah.
Good for her. Yeah,
She's a little beast.
I've watched her for 5 years coming around the gym, and to see her now, I mean, she's grown like crazy, and it's.
I mean, she's 2 inches taller than her mother, size 10.5 women's shoe already at 13. That scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Any dude wants to come around, I'm going to beat the shit
Well,
out of you.
Fortunately, she's in Utah, and she should be pretty safe over there.
And guess what? If I can't beat the shit out of
Mormons
you,
and
Chris Brown's coming
Samoans.
over.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll find someone, right?
I'll fucking
Right?
get Diego.
We got a gym full of
I'm not
full
gonna
of
door, man. Diego
motivators.
Sanchez standing
You're gonna show up to a door full of fighters. You come to my house the first
And
time.
pararescues.
Oh man.
Don't forget
Yeah,
the
pararescues.
pararescues.
Yeah.
They will fly the body elsewhere.
Tim Kennedy will bring some friends. It could get crazy.
It could get nasty.
real.
Greg Jackson with his Attorney General connections. We're connected, bro.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's people in the gym that are connected to.
I think
Super
you know what I think
JacksonWink
would actually be
Mafia.
the best is
People don't know how
a guy
connected
shows
we
up
are.
to date my daughter and Holly's standing there. And she looks him dead in the eye and says, "Hey, you better be a gentleman or I'll fuck you up."
Can you imagine?
Hit her with that Ronda.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Give her that baby Ruth.
You seen the way I kick?
Oh man.
Imagine she grows up as stalling, like she's like looks like Holly and stuff. And you
Oh.
can play so many like jokes on people. with
It's funny because I remember the first time that Derek Bronson had come into camp. He'd been out of town. He came into camp and Jordan was running beside Holly. They were both wearing the same tights.
Yeah.
They both had on tank tops, and they look very similar physically.
And
as
Brunson
well.
was like, "Which one's Holly?"
No, but Bronson was like, "Did I not? Am I missing something?" Like he literally walked up to Holly. He's like, "Did you have a kid?" Like, nobody knew about it.
with that blonde,
It's like having
blonde
secret
hair.
babies around here.
Yeah, long blonde hair.
Brunson's fighting this weekend.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he is fighting. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. What?
It's a tough fight, man.
Who else? What do you guys got? Who do you got on Black Beast
Derek
and
versus Black Beast. What a fight, too.
Corey-
man.
I want Derek lose to win H-Town.
Out of nowhere.
H-Town? Yeah, of course. Yeah, there we go. Popeyes for life, man.
Yeah, we'll get free
Man,
Popeyes
I want a
too.
Popeyes plug.
if he wins, everyone gets free Popeyes.
That's why I need to
2
cut so
4 or
much weight
something.
right now.
That's Popeyes.
I've been eating the hell out of some I've been eating everything. I'm 189. I was 189 just now. So.
Damn.
And that was after I hit mitts. So.
You better get
The diet starts today. I gotta get my weight down because I'm fighting November 30th.
Dr. Nita needs to get a hold of him.
I know we way off track. I know. I seen her a couple times. They said they were giving me a pass because I did just fight.
Yeah, Dr.
So,
Anita, she just looks the other way.
yeah, she
When
she
you're not
gave me a
camp.
hug and just said no. Even Wink tried to call me out about it. He's like, "Oh, don't give him shit about his belly." She's like, "He's good for right now."
Yeah, Wink believes in
'Cause
you.
you know, Wink he loves to give me shit.
He does because he knows you're the future, man. They don't call you the future for nothing. Everybody.
So we had a real good session. This was my first time back in the gym today. So
Yeah,
real good.
your eyes red still.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
still-
little bit.
oh, shit, it's
The-
nothing
the
compared
last
to
part.
last week. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't see
Yeah.
the day two
about
weeks
the
ago.
interview, at the press conference.
Yeah, he made
that.
his
You
appearance.
fighting on JacksonWink
Yeah.
Fight Night too?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, so
That's
he's
fun.
I guess they gotta find me another opponent. The dude I was supposed to fight pulled out.
He already
so,
backed out,
Yeah, he
yeah.
already pulled
I
out.
think
You
you
know
saw
how
that.
my life goes.
Yeah.
And I don't. Yeah.
You know what they say about pulling out? It's safer than keeping it in. They think the same way when it comes to fighting.
we got a big card coming up November 30th.
Yeah,
Fight
so
night 4. Fight night 4,
Definitely,
guys.
JW
I thought it
Fight
was
Night.
like I'm like, all right. So I technically have a loss on my record. So I was like, oh, maybe people will want to fight me. I look more attractive to fight now,
Yeah,
but they're calling it the best fight in the history of their organization. So
Wow, this is
I don't think
yeah,
that's
because they have a fucking guy with a three fights fighting somebody with 30 fights and bringing it to him, of course.
on the hometown turf, and
Yeah, of course they're gonna want to see you.
yeah,
You'd win the rematch, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
You just would
I
not.
know. As long as I stayed, if I would have stayed calm and wouldn't have put myself in a bad position, I just got too excited.
You would have had an
But,
extra
you
arm.
know,
You would have had an
And
extra
that
arm.
comes with experience and not fighting every 6 months. I don't get quick turnarounds. It's like every time I fight, it's been a 6-month layoff.
Yeah.
So this is the first time that I've actually gotten a fight back to back.
well, it's good that you'll be back home because you got a hell of a following here.
Oh yeah,
in
I'll be
Albuquerque.
real excited to have that because this fight was real different because it was my first fight with Greg Jackson.
Yeah.
And we actually only had like 2 private.
Well, there's a story behind that. Obviously, Wink would have normally been there, but of course, it happened to be the same night of our adaptive MMA event. And to be honest with you, it was funny because Holly showed up and nobody knew what. She was in costume and nobody knew it was Holly. She dressed up as an old man with a belly and
Yeah, I see
very
her
very
costume.
convincing. And she pulls out her phone and starts watching the fight. And I'm like, hey, she's watching whoever this is. They're watching the fight. So all of a sudden, there's like a bunch of us
Yeah, I
watching.
seen on her story.
Yeah,
they
so
was
Holly
watching her watch
pulled
it.
that up right away and subscribed or whatever to
Yeah.
that thing. So I said, "Oh shit!" And then she started yelling. She was cheering for you. She said, hey, distraction! I mean, it was funny watching.
Yeah,
her just yelling at you.
Holly's a huge supporter and motivator
She always has
for
been.
me. Yeah.
She always has been.
Huge
Yes.
motivator. I just saw her a little while ago when I got here. I was talking to her and Bavon.
Yeah. Yeah, we just left.
It's like even like when I hurt my arm, I just was thinking like Holly fought with a broken arm. Like, hey, I ain't quitting.
Exactly. Yeah,
That shit motivates me. I
Yeah.
always think about that shit. It's like she fought.
she
with
got
her.
choked out. She's
Yeah,
done
so
it
I was
all,
like,
man.
yeah, Holly ain't tapping.
She's
I
been
ain't
knocked
tapping.
out, punched out.
She fought with a broke arm. I was like, everybody thought my arm was broke. I was like, I ain't no quitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she
that's
was
why I
definitely
have
she was
such great
definitely screaming for
motivators
you.
and
and it
role
was-
models here at the gym.
Yeah,
How about the fights coming up for us, though? I mean, look at the end of the year card.
you talking about?
Ooh,
John
that
Jones?
29th card is
29th
gonna be
John
so
Jones.
stacked.
Gustafson.
Carlos Condit, Bavon,
We got 3 fighters.
We
on
got
the fight.
4.
Wait,
CR's on there now.
Oh, CR, that's right. They just had
CR's
CR
on
yesterday. Yeah.
We
That's
got
right.
Bones,
CR.
Bavon, Condit, and CR.
Yeah.
We stacked.
That's a
You
good
know,
card.
I tell you, that's the other cool thing is watching how our guys are helping each other every day too. So like
Yeah.
that 245 class has just been
Good.
a blast.
Yeah, we've been
because-
and it's been growing too because everybody's been seeing what we're doing and everybody's been wanting to come be a part of it.
I think of it is what I see coming out of it as a coach is they're just becoming killers. You know, because it's the best of the best helping each other every single day, and even that little bit of violent tendency, you know, and you're trying to work with your teammate, but it's coming out, and I'm seeing it in their eyes. You know, they're ready to just go murder somebody.
You going to be out there for any of
I
the
am.
for the 29th?
I am.
Who you got? CR?
I got CR. I mean, it's great because
Yeah.
we're all going to be out there.
Yeah, heck yeah.
The
So,
whole team
Greg,
gonna be out
Wink,
there.
You know,
We don't. There's nobody this weekend. We have nobody.
I don't think we have nobody till Perry.
Of course, Perry next weekend. Yeah, the
And Ray.
the 1% Perry.
Oh yeah.
What do we do?
It's 4 o'clock.
Oh,
It's a short one.
short one.
yeah.
Yeah, because Chad actually has to work for a living.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, guys.
Misha has jiu-jitsu.
Some people have real jobs, Misha.
Like who? You?
Breezy ain't got a real job.
Yeah, we got carried away. We said we were going to do half an hour, and we're like right there. So
I do fights. I fight and I do interviews. That's my
That's
job.
his job.
we appreciate
We're
you
getting
always.
you ready for the future.
Right.
That's what we're doing.
Practice.
And
Practice
coach-
makes perfect.
And Coach Chad, we hadn't had you on the show yet, and you've been one of the part of the team since the original
Yeah.
gym, and we have to introduce you.
He
to
likes to stay incognito.
I don't like, you know,
Yeah,
these
he's,
guys know. Like,
Yeah.
look at my Instagram, and there's not many.
Yeah, what Instagram?
Exactly. Everybody's like,
There's no pictures of Breezy.
He's in the background.
No, Breezy on the other hand, check his Instagram. There's always something going on.
but you know, it's one of those things for me that it's just not that important. You know, my work is It's just a personal preference.
See, he didn't even want to be in here alone. He was like,
Yeah, I
come-
actually asked Breezy. I was like, man, I don't want to do this by myself, dog.
He's like, come on, dog. I was like, I come do it. I love getting on the camera.
That's all right. Now you got the promote your next fight on November 30th.
Yeah. Kill two birds with one stone.
And I'll be there in that corner for that fight. For
Perfect.
Breezy, and
Yeah, I can't wait. We have a lot of fighters.
People talking about the best fight of the night, like this, the true Breezy.
Every time.
When
Breezy's
Breezy
gonna
comes
come
out,
just
yeah.
freaking. Just
I actually like watching the local fights, like, because first of all, like right there by the cage, and we got whole team there, and we got like every fight is our guys.
Talk about home
right?
team advantage.
That's more interesting to me than actually UFC sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's like real feelings, real emotions, like you like right there. So, yeah, can't wait.
Love it.
I just the only thing last little thing I want to say is just like how excited to watch how our team's growing.
Colby's giving you a
Amazing
shout
time
out
for the
there.
team.
He says,
Amazing
thanks for the work, he says.
Yeah. I'm actually cornering him next weekend out in Arkansas, so that's gonna be fun. Going out there with Colby Landers.
There's another beast.
Another beast to watch.
Randy Lawson says Gifford isn't ready for a kick from Chris. Yeah.
But hey,
Seth,
just
thanks for
think
checking
about
in, buddy.
Think about this, guys.
Tell 'em.
Every win that we have, I always say it's a team win. I mean, look at our coaching staff.
Yes.
I mean, really. I mean, you got world class judo. You got Joey Villasenor. You got freaking Frank and his kickboxing. Coach Wink, Coach Greg. I mean.
Oh, it's beautiful. We could sit up here. We could just sit up here and not even know who's coaching, but we hear those voices, and there's Chad. There's Joey.
It's our life.
There's
That's what we
Wayne.
do.
Oh,
So.
yeah.
There's Holly.
So
But
I just want to say
Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah.
thanks
Yeah,
for being
thanks
part of the
always
team.
having us.
I know it was short, guys, but
Short is
that's
perfect
That's what
for me.
happens when we
Yeah.
did so late.
In and out,
We'll be
right?
back to our regular schedule next week. Tune in. You never know who we're gonna have. All right, guys. Thanks.
See
See ya.
ya.
Through these doors walk the greatest fighters in the world.